Hi Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for your likes and subscribes, and if you're ever interested in a private reading, you could send me a text message. My phone number is 954-204-6053. My private readings are $25 for a half an hour, $50 for an hour. We're going to get started on your reading now and see what messages Spirit has for you going forward. Okay, Archangel Michael, please protect me while I do this reading. Please help me to give Aquarius clear and accurate information about their life. Help me to deliver the messages that they need to hear. Amen. All right, let's see. What do we have for Aquarius? Okay, what do we have for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius? We have Observer, and it come out in the reverse, and something is telling me to kind of leave it this way because I'm kind of getting the energy that you're not fully paying attention to your surroundings. You're not fully paying attention to things that are going on around you. You might want to... Maybe you're receiving a lot of angel numbers and signs and synchronicities that you are ignoring or avoiding, or someone around you is, okay? Yeah, because you're trying to focus on other things. You're trying to focus on small things right now with chop wood being there. But look at this. Aquarius, you're blocking your own abundance by refusing to be in your feminine energy. And being in your feminine energy is all about being receptive. It's all about being receptive and understanding to, your divine guidance and to, the people around you who love and care for you. So I feel like this is about control for you, Aquarius. Like you're really trying to, you got the tunnel vision thing kind of going right now, where you're not really paying attention to what's going on around you. You're really focused on what you're doing in the moment, trying to really like a horse with blinders. You're not paying attention to what is going on around you. And in turn, it's causing you to block your own abundance. Okay, Spirit is trying to give you a leg up, trying to give you a leg up and a push in the right direction, okay? But you're kind of staying in the energy of the never-ending story. Okay, please, this could be your energy or this could be someone around you's energy, but because I'm reading Aquarius, and sometimes I do get very specific messages for a very specific person, so if this message resonates with you, doesn't resonate with you, please don't take it personally. It might not be for you, okay? But it's like Spirit is trying to give you a leg up to get you out of the never-ending story. But because you're not paying attention and you got this tunnel vision going on right now, you're like blocking it from yourself. You're blocking it from actually happening. Spirit is trying to give you a leg up, get you out of the never-ending story. We also have There's No Place Like Home here on the bottom of the deck. So and we also, usually I only take the bottom card, but it just happened to move to the side and I see a deep knowing here. So with the owl being here, and I thought I saw another owl. I guess that was just my imagination. But I'm kind of getting, owls are all knowing. And we also have the full moon here. And full moon is also about releasing control. Release your control issues and allow this divine guidance to help you, right? You also have message in a bottle here. So you are receiving, Spirit is giving you some type of messages, but it's kind of just like, yeah, here and now. You're trying to focus on the material, focus on what you can see, and you're kind of being asked to think outside of the box, right? Be a little bit more flexible, be a little bit more receptive, really listen to what they're trying. Toxic masculine energy, Aquarius. With Yang being in the reverse. That's the message that I got when this card flipped out. They're telling me that this is toxic masculine energy. What that means is like being overly controlling, and that's why you're focused on the small tasks right now, because your overall energy of your life is that you feel like you don't have the type of control that you want to have, but you're not supposed to all the time. Sometimes you have to get into your feminine energy and you have to be receptive to what the universe is offering you, what your spirit team, what God is offering you, okay? So it's going to be it's a tough thing to say, Aquarius, to get out of your toxic masculine energy, especially when you feel like you this has to do with inner child healing, honestly. Like maybe you didn't have like inner child healing, and like, you know, being in the toxic masculine energy of constantly having to have control goes back to your childhood of maybe you were controlled, right? Maybe you didn't have I'm hearing the power over your own body. So you could have been abused in some type of way where you felt like things were constantly happening to you and you had no power over it. So now you are living your own life and you are stuck in this energy, stuck in this toxic masculine energy of having to have constant control. I'm not judging you, Aquarius. I am just saying that this is what I'm getting. Okay. And no place like home is really hanging out on the bottom of the deck every time I've shuffled. So this is like a longing from your soul, from your soul, like a longing from your soul to just be happy and to feel at home and at peace and all that glitters. I feel like this card constantly comes out for you, Aquarius. All that glitters. It's every time I do a reading for Aquarius, I always see that card or it always flies out. When you are spending time in your toxic masculine energy, having to have control and power and feeling like you have to be in charge, that's how you end up in these type of sticky situations and this all that glitters energy. Because you're not being receptive to the warning signs that Spirit is trying to give you about a decision that you're trying to make, because, you know, being in the toxic masculine energy creates an overconfidence, you know, right? So let's see, can we just get a couple more cards here? Oh, we have regeneration and mending on the bottom of the deck. Regeneration came out, mending on the bottom of the deck, and no place like home. And of course, as if you've watched my videos before, you know that these are soulmate cards. So this is either your energy or someone who you're affiliated with's energy. Okay, it's like with the regeneration, it's really talking about building things from the ground up with the help of a higher power. Because I don't know if you can see, there's like the light coming down. That's talking about the higher power. The higher power is what is causing this tree to grow from nothing, from ashes, right? So let's just put in some love messages here before we try to figure out what else is you're trying to control here. So I actually ordered this deck on Etsy and I love it so much. It gives me such clear, accurate messages about my situation. And it's the Twin Flame Oracle by Mystic Moon Oracles. Okay, so I love this lady. She really put some good positive energy into her cards. So this will also give you some clarity about your own self. It's not just only about the twin flame journey. It's talking about your healing journey as well. So let's see, what other messages, what do we have for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius? Mask in the reverse. Cycles. No longer hiding your feelings about something, taking a new direction. Okay, so no longer hiding your feelings about something with the mask being in the reverse here, cycles here, and new direction. So the good news for you, Aquarius, is that I don't want to offend anybody, okay? But I just received, the messages come out of my mouth the way that I receive them. I'm kind of getting that you're no longer hiding your feelings about something. You're closing out a cycle and heading in a new direction, okay? And when I say no longer hiding your feelings about something, I'm hearing the words, you're being honest with yourself. You're learning to be honest with yourself. And if you see this lady here, she's kind of hiding something behind her back. What is that? It looks like a rose. Okay, so you're being honest about your feelings here. You're being honest about your feelings with yourself. Being honest with yourself about your feelings, which is leading you into this new direction. So the message, okay, and victim is on the bottom of the deck. So it's very important that you, especially when it comes to childhood trauma and inner child healing, it's very easy when you feel confronted or attacked, in a sense, for lack of a better word that I know, to get into a childlike defensive energy, especially if you were a victim of abuse throughout your childhood. It's very easy to get into an energy of defensive, because even though you know that you're an adult and you know that you're not going to get in the same, you're not going to have the same type of consequences that you had as a child, it's like the defense mechanism is still there, if that makes sense. Okay, yep, shadow work. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. That's a perfect representation of shadow work. And then we have this card that came out also. It says settling, right? But we also have the bear here. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that your childhood could have been very lonely and isolating, and that is what is triggered you to whatever cycle is closing for you or has closed for you that's taking you in this new direction is going to push you to do some shadow work. And with shadow work, you're confronting your issues. You're confronting you're basically forced to confront yourself. You're forced to confront, You're forced to confront yourself. You're forced to confront your own issues. You're forced to look at your own shadow side, right? And I also have compromise here. So, well, it's funny because I said I was about to say, who do you need to compromise with? And we have divine feminine here. So if you are a feminine energy, it's your own feminine. It's that you need to, even if you are a masculine, it's all about being receptive, okay? Union and separation being in the reverse. Okay, so whether you are the divine feminine or you are a masculine watching this, inquiring about your divine feminine, in order for you, if this separation to come to an end and this union to happen with your divine feminine, with your divine counterpart, with the person that you are supposed to be with, it's very important that you be honest with yourself about your feelings, close out cycles that don't suit you, take this new direction, take that dark path and go through and do that shadow work. It's very depressing, okay? It's very depressing and it's very tough, especially when you open the line of communication with your spirit team, which it's obviously closed for you right now if this message is for you. It's closed right now, but I feel like, that's what you're being asked to do. You're asked to go into your receptive energy and allow your spirit team to work with you. Okay, if you truly want this separation and union, the separation to end, and you want to come into union with your divine counterpart, signs. Okay, you need to follow the signs and surrender to the journey. Okay, it's tough. It really is tough, okay? Because the scales really need to balance out here. And the only way that the scales can balance out here is if you do this shadow work and if you are willing to compromise and surrender to the journey and follow the signs, okay? So let's just see what's going on here. Let's see if we could just get a couple more messages for you, Aquarius. I feel like if you're still watching, I could be making you feel defensive, but just know that I'm not coming from a place of judgment. I am coming from a place of my spirit team sat me down for about a month and told me and basically instilled it into me that if I'm going to be doing this for people, I need to deliver the messages exactly as I'm receiving them and not sugarcoat anything, because that's not going to help anyone. Okay, so let me see. What else do you have for Aquarius? Give me some more messages. Okay, so you're with me, Aquarius. You're with these two cards just jumped out. This is your energy, the King of Swords energy and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you are seeing clearly. And if this message is for you, then it probably does resonate with you. And we also have the Queen of Swords. Look at that, Aquarius. That is like beautiful, beautiful energy here. We have like whatever, this is you. Flip it. This is you, or this is you. This is your counterpart, and this is you. However it resonates for you, but it just like, it looks like you are closing cycles and releasing things, or your person is closing cycles and releasing things. Closing cycles and releasing things that would be blocking you guys from coming into union. With the Death card and the Page of Wands in reverse, it's almost like there's still no communication and there's still nothing being presented between you and this person. But yeah, no communication here. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like until all of this work is done, there's no union. There's no completion. Okay? Being stuck in the victim mentality. But it's like, whoever this message is for, I feel like, you know, there could be some fighting the journey a little bit. There could be some hesitation, but it's like wanting to move forward and moving forward very, very slowly with the Six of Swords in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman in reverse is getting a new perspective and no longer being stuck in that suspended animation. But the Six of Swords is at the same time being stuck. So it's like whoever this message is for, doing a darn good job of fighting the journey. Anything else? One more message for Aquarius. Oh my Lord. I always feel like when it hits the floor, it's an extra important message. Seeing clearly about someone. The Empress in reverse is a false divine feminine. It's a false, it's a person, doesn't love herself, doesn't love others, doesn't take care of her family, not very nurturing, not very understanding, not very compassionate, just a bitch. So whoever this person is to you, you are seeing the truth about this person and you're moving away from it. There, like you're with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Chariot, it's like you're moving away from it and you're no longer trying to avoid it. You're like, you know, you're taking this new direction and choosing to do your shadow work. Maybe, I mean, you could flip this. This could be an Emperor. It could be a masculine energy. Flip the roles if you need to. But it feels like you could have gotten involved with someone who you felt like would be a good distraction, would maybe a distraction or something to keep you from having to focus on the true issues. But one way or another, that person is being removed from your life because your purpose is higher than that. You're not supposed to sit in this low vibrational energy with these low vibrational people. Okay, Aquarius? So make good choices, and I hope this message resonates with you in some type of way. If it does, please leave me a comment. If you're interested in a private reading, feel free to send me a text message. And thank you for watching, and good luck.